If you were a people person, you would hate to be an Eskimo. Most Eskimos lived in villages in Alaska in a cold climate. If you lived in a village, people would say that you're out of the bush. Villages were close to water. Some were tiny groups of about 10 people, others were larger. You would have had 200 or 300 neighbors. There were no roads between villages. People made their own footpaths or sled paths to get from place to place. I know that you would want to live by yourself, but ask yourself, could you survive with no one helping you? Do you think that candy isn't a treat? Listen to this. In a traditional Eskimo village, they had a church and several barns. There might be one small store. The store sold things like flour, sugar, tea, dried or canned fruit, tools, pots, and pans. Many things had to come by ship from the lower 48 states or from another country. Chewing gum and fresh apples or oranges was considered a treat. When you go hunting, it's not for surviving, it's for fun. If they didn't get anything, they would have no food. You have to be very good at hunting. The Eskimos have always been great hunters. They hunted the same way their ancestors had. It's their tradition to hunt animals, waterfowl, and fish. They spend most of their time searching for food. Their lives depend on their hunting skills. At sea, they hunted mammals such as whales, walruses, and seals in the waters of Pacific and Arctic oceans and the Bering Sea. They hunted waterfowl, for instance, duck and geese. On land, they hunted animals such as moose, bears, and caribou. They hunted small game like rabbits and squirrels too. The Eskimos never killed for sport, and they never wasted any part of the animal they killed. Animal meat was eaten, skins or hides were made into clothing, blankets, sleeping mats, and tents. They were used in making boats and dog sleds. Internal organs, including the intestines, were useful. A seal intestine stretched over a hole in a tent made a good window. Blubber of whales and walruses and seals was eaten too. Blubber was also melted into oil and burned for heat and light in lamps made of soapstone. They also used spoons, harpoons, and bows and arrows to kill the animals. In the territory years, some Eskimos also used guns. Guns had been brought to Alaska by explorers and fur traders before Alaska became a territory. They lived or died by their hunting skills. Would you like to have that much pressure? That's all. I hope now you will be grateful for what you have and learn a lot about how the Eskimos used to live.